It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next is Xavier Howard.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, it's really a good matchup when you boil it down. Kirk Cousins of the Vikings, Tua Tagovailoa of the Dolphins.
And Brandon, I think each one might be trying to play some form of keep away from the other, because when you think about time of possession and what that means in a game, it's great if you're able to hold on to the football and run your offense at your pace. And it also helps to keep the other guy's offense on the sideline. That's your goal for the game.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
For the second consecutive season, Tua's a starter and Miami's a team. Both had winning records, but missed the playoffs. His numbers, they weren't terrific. Only 2,600 yards and 16 touchdowns against 10 interceptions. But he also overcame fractured ribs early in the season to return and play well down the stretch. And don't forget, when he did come back, he led Miami to 6 straight wins, which kept them in the playoff race.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. A gain of 8 and a first down. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. From the 45 on second down. Tua, that's complete once again. It's Gesicki. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Mike Gesicki has really emerged as one of the Miami Dolphins' primary targets, and he can run the entire route tree. We know he's dependable in the short areas, but he can also stretch the field down the middle. A career-high 73 catches last season, and he gets another one here to move the chains.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. To throw again on second down. Tua. And that is incomplete here. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that's good for a Miami first down.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting, instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Holding, offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 94 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Play fake. Cousins. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They go play action. Cousins. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Here's 3rd and goal now back at the 11. Off the play fake, Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. We had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night, and then tomorrow Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun and able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, I can hear the phrase short-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Running on 1st down with Gaskin. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. A 3rd down gain of 19.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Cousins to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are coming off the game last week, which was a very interesting game. And, Charles, ultimately it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year, you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know what you really should have felt that game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Tua. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Cousins on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, it's Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, here's Cousins. Open right side, complete to Rager. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Cousins now. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Tua going to hand this to Gaskin. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Tua. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed. He not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action yet. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
The Tua going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Tua now on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him think, yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the 1st half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Yeah, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud.
You did. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. That spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands. Buying time to his left.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. From the gun, it's Tua. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll have the Dolphins 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. from just shy of midfield. Tua, and he'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Wilson be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And complete, right side to Cook. To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly. On 3rd down, Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Play action, now it's Tua. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It was great just to see Danielle Hunter back on the field after missing all of 2020 with a neck injury. When he's on top of his game, book him for the Pro Bowl, and he'll always be contending for All-Pro status.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Tua. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And out now come the Vikings. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the interception, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Cousins again. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. From the 39, Tua. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Cousins on first down. To Jefferson on the slant. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Throwing again on second down. Cousins out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Here's Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown! Adam Thielen with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they aren't back within a single point here in the fourth. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll run right side with Mostert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw is Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Down to an E goes Tua, and that should just about do it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Dolphins, they pick up their second win.